Boo! Haha! Hello everyone and welcome to Make with Ajay. I'm Ajay and Halloween is finally here. So today I'll be showing you what I'm going to design for my Halloween costume this year. Well, for this year I decided the theme for my Halloween party to be Day of the Dead, inspired by the Mexican tradition. So I thought of turning myself into one of those sugar skulls. So I bought this really nice looking skull mask from Shoppers Drug Mart only for $10. And I'll be painting on this mask and will decorating it inspired by those designs from the sugar skull from Day of the Dead Mexican tradition. And I'll just wear this on some kind of black t-shirt or maybe a black jacket, and that should be it for my simple and spectacular costume. This is such a great and easy way to look different and have your mark on your costume. It's a custom made costume, so it's definitely gonna stand out. I can't wait to show you guys. So let's get started.
So this is how the skull looked. It's a really nice replica of an actual skull, and it's actually bigger than the size of my head. And it had this really nice contraption inside of it which allowed the lower jaws to move as you speak. Imagine the skull saying, "You better make me look good." Yeah, that was my skull voice. So yeah, I decided to draw something on the skull and then decorate it. So I will mostly be using my all-time favorite Posca pens. But first, I picked up my pencil and started drawing some designs that I wanted to later on paint with Posca pens. So the first thing that I wanted to draw were those really iconic designs around the eye sockets that you see on most of the sugar skulls. So here I'm just outlining the border of the eye sockets. And then I used the back of a marker to draw those teeny tiny circles all around the eye socket. I used the back of the marker to keep all the circles uniform. So next I decided to draw a star right in front of the head. So here I'm just using a scale and a pencil to draw the star on the forehead. It's a really nice thing that you can even use an eraser to erase if you make any mistake. The surface of the skull was really nice to draw on. I also drew a mustache on the upper lip, which I think would really look cool. And then I decided to draw a really nice flower-shaped mandala design on the head. So here I'm just using compass and pencil to draw the other designs. And yes, those wooden coasters that you are seeing in the video, I just use them as support to keep underneath the skull so that it may not move too much while I'm drawing on it. So here's how the skull looked after I drew everything with the pencil. I know the design is really faint right now, but everything will become clear once I start drawing over it using my favorite Posca pens. So I first took a black Posca pen with fine tip and started drawing the border around the eye socket. I decided to go very carefully and slowly at first because the surface of the skull is not exactly plain and there was a lot of texture as well over it. So it's very easy to move and make mistakes. And I didn't want to make any mistakes using Posca pens because then it would become really difficult for me to erase it. I realized that fine tip wasn't looking as good, so I decided to use a bolder tip of black Posca pen and went over where I had drawn previously. It looked really good and I decided to use that bolder tip pen only. I wanted to make the skull look really bright and colorful, representing a celebration. So I decided to use different colors of Posca pen to decorate the skull. And for the star that I made, I decided to use yellow color. And similarly, I used different Posca colors to color in those different designs all over the skull. I especially loved that yellow flower mandala at the top of the skull. I absolutely loved how colorful and bright the entire skull was looking. And this was the end result after I finished painting the skull, and I totally loved it. I loved how the colors turned out and how bright they were and how they were complementing each other in these various design patterns. But something was missing, and I thought I need something more than just the colors. And so I brought these rhinestones, and I got all of them from dollar store as well. And I thought if I add these rhinestones at the right places all over the skull, that will just elevate it even further. And so I decided to use the black rhinestones first. They were looking so good and so shiny, and I thought if I place these black rhinestones all around the eyes, that would look really good. These rhinestones, they come in stripes, so I cut the first strip of black rhinestones, and then I started cutting each and every individual rhinestone separately so that I may easily place them wherever I wanted. And similarly, I placed pearls and other colored rhinestones as well all over the skull. And I tried to color match the rhinestones with the color of the Posca pen that I used, and it made it stand out even further. And here's the final look. I absolutely love how the sugar skull turned out. It's so colorful and bright and celebratory, just like I wanted it to be. I love the flower mandala design, I love the star, and I also love the flowers that I drew on the side of the skull. Gosh, it's gonna stand out so good, so good. Here's another detailed look of the final skull and the costume reveal. I paired the skull with a black leather jacket and it looked absolutely dope. So simple yet spectacular. And here are some more photographs for you guys to enjoy. I hope you like it.
So that was it for today, guys. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope that this video has inspired you to design your own Halloween costume as well. Do comment below and let me know what did you make for your Halloween costume. Please do subscribe to my channel and like this video if you like it, and please do hit the bell notification icon so that you may get notified about more such future videos. And I hope you enjoy your Halloween as much as I enjoyed making this video. See you in future, guys. Happy Halloween! Mwah!